Jonathan Kuminga's offseason decision is going to have a huge impact on the Golden State Warriors. But even though the noise around the Warriors' guard is deafening, it doesn't seem to be getting through to him, since the restricted free agent guard has disabled comments on his social media posts. Kuminga has been at the forefront of both trade and offer sheet rumors, since the 7th pick of the 2022 NBA draft is Golden State's most important player, without a contract for 2025 to 26. Unsurprisingly, Golden State reportedly offered him a $7.9 million tender, which means he is likely headed to restricted free agency, where the Warriors can match any offer sheet he signs. Still, the Warriors, who have 10 contracts for 2025 to 26 and $35 million in space to stay below the NBA's dreaded second apron, may end up losing Kuminga if they choose not match an offer sheet from an opposing team like the Brooklyn Nets. Why did Jonathan Kuminga disable comments? Kuminga went on an Instagram posting spree Sunday by sharing 2 different photo montages of his recent workouts both in the gym and on the court. Yet, when Warriors and NBA fans alike, or anonymous online trolls, tried to comment on those pictures, they were brutally rebuffed by Instagram's privacy policy that allows users to limit or disable comments entirely. Fans who may want to go back in the archive and comment on Kuminga's old posts saw the same message. Even though he is a public figure with a public account, and therefore does not keep users from seeing his pictures unless they follow him, Kuminga also disabled messaging on his Instagram stories too. Maybe Kuminga was getting aggressive messages from fans of rival clubs, or simply wanted to keep the trolls at bay. But if you're trying to reach him, it might be tricky. Why is Jonathan Kuminga so important for the Warriors? Kuminga has had consecutive double-digit point seasons, so his potential free agency is coming at a key time for him. But the Warriors' decision to wait for rival clubs to make their offers then determine if they can match is controlling their offseason, according to former NBA exec turned ESPN analyst Bobby Marks. If the Warriors pull off a sign and trade, they will end up with cap space, or potentially an impact player, that can positively affect their roster. But the sign and trade could also keep the Warriors from acquiring full value, based on some salary cap-related bureaucracy. Only 50% of Kuminga's outgoing salary is used in a trade, not the full amount. For example, if the salary in the first year is $30 million, $15 million counts as outgoing salary and $30 million is incoming for the acquiring team, Marks wrote on ESPN.com on Monday. Golden State is also $25 million below the first apron. It would not be allowed to trade for a player earning more than that amount unless additional salary is included. With the Warriors controlling picks, and with their window to win extended thanks to the Jimmy Butler acquisition midseason, it could make more sense for the Warriors to let Kuminga walk while targeting a bigger fish, if they can land one. The Golden State Warriors are one of numerous teams that could be looking to bolster their center rotation this offseason, with the Draymond Green's starting small ball role clearly untenable over the course of an entire regular season. Fortunately for the Warriors, one of the bigger names on the free agency market is set to become available. The latest out of Milwaukee suggests the franchise is done with the veteran center, potentially gifting Golden State the veteran stretch big they desperately need. Brook Lopez is expected to leave the Milwaukee Bucks. Much of the focus at the Bucks still surrounds the uncertain future of 2x MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, but the destiny for Lopez seems much clearer according to Matt Moore of Action Sports Network on Monday. I'm not expecting the roster to look the way it does now. The team is likely to retain Kevin Porter Jr. and most everyone I've spoken to assumes Brook Lopez is gone, Moore wrote. While Lopez's departure from Milwaukee is the first step of the puzzle if the Warriors are interested in the 37-year-old, they're still likely to have plenty of challenges in trying to secure his services as an unrestricted free agent. A reunion between Lopez and the Los Angeles Lakers has been floated for weeks given their even more dire need for a new big man. The Detroit Pistons could theoretically have interest based on recent reports detailing their wish for another center, while the Houston Rockets tried desperately to sign Lopez 2 years ago before he re-signed with the Bucks. Lopez quickly emerged as a potential free agency target in the wake of Golden State's playoff elimination, with ESPN's Bobby Marks pondering what it would take for the franchise to sign the 2021 NBA champion. After concluding a 2-year, $48 million deal with the Bucks, It's likely Lopez will see significantly less and may have reached a point where he prioritizes a significant role within a championship contending team. It's those elements that could make the Warriors a strong fit, with a need for a starting caliber stretch five perhaps giving the 17-year veteran the security he wouldn't necessarily get at too many other places. Lopez averaged 13.0 points, 5.0 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.9 blocks per game this season, shooting 50.9% from the floor and 37.3% from three-point range. The 7'1" big man struggled in the first-round series loss to the Indiana Pacers, averaging just 5 points in less than 15 minutes per game, which included being benched in Milwaukee's Game 5 defeat. The Golden State Warriors have figured out ways to maximize and extend their NBA championship window throughout Stephen Curry's Hall of Fame career, but the writing is now in bold print on the proverbial wall. Golden State has 2 years left to win its 5th title of the Curry era before a massive franchise reset must begin. Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and head coach Steve Kerr are all under contract through the 2026-27, after which those 3 players will be 39, 37, and 37 years old, respectively. Kerr stuck around after former general manager and 4-time championship architect Bob Myers took his leave from the organization, but the final season on Kerr's deal will be his 13th year with the team and could well mark a logical stepping-away point for the second-longest tenured coach in the NBA. With that in mind, the Warriors are expected to be highly active in the free agent and trade markets this offseason. The team has 4 first-round picks it can trade and Butler's $54 million salary at its disposal should Golden State decide to pursue a deal for an expensive player like Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. However, there is also the Jonathan Kuminga piece to consider. The versatile forward is about to hit restricted free agency following the completion of his $25 million rookie contract. The team's acquisition of Butler put Kuminga in a difficult place from a minute standpoint, and Kerr all but entirely benched him down the stretch of the regular season and through the first round of the playoffs. But the former lottery pick proved himself a capable two-way asset against the Houston Rockets in round 2, while Curry was sidelined with a hamstring strain. Kuminga and the Warriors don't make sense as a long-term union, particularly considering the franchise's brief title window, though Golden State can't just let him walk for nothing in return. Dan Favale of Bleacher Report on Sunday, June 8th, suggested a sign-and trade as an acceptable solution for both Kuminga and the Warriors. Parting ways feels best for both sides. But Golden State can't afford to let Kuminga leave for nothing, Favale wrote. Finding a sign-and trade is most preferable, but the base year compensation rule complicates that direction as well. However this ends, Golden State must figure out a way to preserve Kuminga as an asset.